Hello, Paulo. Could you please give an introduction about yourself?
Hello, my name is Paulo. I'm from Portugal and I'm a proud student of the real world.
Okay, so from Portugal, were you born and raised in Portugal?
I was born and raised in Portugal. I'm from Madeira Island. For those who
What's it
don't
like?
know, it's where Cristiano Ronaldo was born, and it's a really great island. My friend here has to come and visit, and all of you who come from the real world, make sure to connect with me. I'll hook you up.
Okay, very cool. So, how did your journey in the real world begin? Let's go with how did you find out about it and why did you decide to actually join?
Yeah, it's a pretty funny story. So basically, like much of us, I was watching podcasts, Twitter clips, and stuff like that. I already knew about Andrew Tate, but I didn't think much of it. And it was in correlation with, unfortunately, my dad caught cancer. And basically, I was looking for a source of income to help out with the bills and overall to have like a brotherhood, to be quite frank. And so basically, I watched every single podcast that Andrew Tate had on YouTube from front to back. And then I discovered the real world. And I was like, man, this is $50 a month. I mean, what could go wrong? And
Mhm.
this was December 2023, something like that. Or was it July 2023? It was when CC plus AI Campus was released. It was only CC, so content creation with the man Pope. And basically, I watched an emergency meeting which Andrew Tate and Tristan were releasing that campus, and I stayed up all night trying to figure out a method to pay the real world subscription because crypto wasn't working. And then finally at 4 a.m., I joined. And I don't regret that. It was the best decision of my life.
Okay, very cool. You said you consumed basically all of Tate's podcasts. So, what kind of an impact has Tate had on you and your mindset?
Oh man, changed my whole life because I mean we grow up with the main topics of the media, with the school system trying to educate you to be something that you don't feel good being, especially as a man. And it had a huge impact, like since the day I joined, and especially with my family and friends, stuff like that. Can give you an example. My father was in hospital. I was listening to podcasts, going there, leaving, and doing push-ups in the hospital bathroom to get fired up and speaking with him, telling him about the stories and the mindset that I had. And I could see in his eyes that he was very proud of that. So changed my whole life.
Amazing. Okay, and then you said you got into the real world. You went into content creation. Was that the campus that you ended up staying in and making your money from, or did you go to other campuses as well?
Yeah, I joined a couple of campuses. So CC was the first one, and I made a bunch of money from one client. I was making 3.5K a month. That's more than a doctor's salary where I come from. And I think I ended up making like 15K from this client only. It was the best client I had in that campus. And I also joined e-commerce. I had a little shop, didn't work out. I joined business campus, which I advise you, all of you, to join. I think you should be the first one. Go to business campus, go to Top G tutorial, and watch all of the lessons. You will learn a lot. And I'm also in the trading campus for now. I think that's it. And
Cool.
yeah, what I have to say is you learn from everyone. All the professors are very good professors. You learn, like, you can pick something from business and apply it to CC. You can pick something from CC, apply it to e-commerce. And I mean, there's nothing out there better than that. I joined a lot of courses, a lot of marketing courses, a lot of affiliate courses, a lot of e-commerce courses, crypto courses as well, and there's no product like it. I mean, you have chats all the time, professors responding to your questions. All the professors are millionaires, they have a lot of experience. You have a lot of lessons constantly being uploading. It's just the best thing. And also, one thing that you have is support from everyone, which you don't have on the other courses. Like everyone, the structure, the hierarchy is set up in a way where even if the professor is not at the moment in the rooms, you have captains, you have students that have proved themselves that can help you out, and everyone inside is rewarded for it. So it's the best that you can hope.
Very well said. So, from the main campuses that you've been to, as you said, the content creation and AI one, business mastery, how did you end up implementing everything you learned from those campuses? Like, was it into your own business? Was it as an employee? How did you use everything?
Yeah, that's a great question. So basically, I work with my dad founded the company, and it's a private, it's a security fire security company. So we sell fire extinguishers. Everything relates to that, product services, and it's a pretty big company. I mean, we average 50K a month of earnings. And what we do, like if you work at a family business, you're basically a butcher. You do everything. You're a taxi driver, you're everything. And that's actually very good because you get to know the business from inside out. And when I say to join the business campus is because you have to learn to sell first to then do the other management tasks and scaling, growing the business, stuff like that. So I implemented everything from the beginning with sales, with management, with networking, with body language, everything that relates to business, conducting yourself well, dressing yourself. And it had a huge impact because if you are trying to sell to people and you don't know how, it's going to be very hard. And basically, sales is everything. You wake up, you speak with your parents, your girlfriends, you're selling yourself. And yeah, you can implement those lessons the whole way through. And it's very good to see how the business is built. So inside the real world, the professors teach you how to build a business from scratch. And if you know the ins and outs from scratch, how it's built and how it's functioning, you can come in and implement the lessons. It's little things like in sales, like one huge lesson I learned from Arnold, Professor Arnold, inside the business campus is you are not selling, you are building a relationship. And if you see most of the salesmen, they try to sell you on the first call. Well, you will not buy because they're selling you. And that's our first instinct as a human. Like, you're trying to sell me something, I don't want it. But if you instead build a relationship from the beginning and then later on try to sell the product or the service that you are offering, you will immediately increase your revenue or your sales performance just because you tweak that little thing. And I'm talking about one lesson. I mean, the guys have, I don't know, a bunch of lessons.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a good example. So, is all your time consumed within the company you have with your father, or do you do other things on the side as well?
So basically, I want to build a business from scratch on my own, and I'm doing that on the side. We do marketing and automation. So if you come in as a business, most likely you sell to businesses, B2B, or you could also sell to clients, the B2C business model. We help people getting more clients in via marketing. That would be SEO, Google Ads, Meta Ads, YouTube ads, Facebook ads, copywriting, and also artificial intelligence integrated inside the website or the social media, WhatsApp, whatever. That's been a hell of a journey. Building a business from scratch, you got to learn so many things. You got to deal with people. You got to sell. You got to do so many things. on the sides, but I won't stop it because it's truly amazing as a man to look at something and say, I built that.
Mhm.
So that's my goal. And I'm also doing a trading experience. I joined the investing campus. I did the masterclass with Adam. I have some money in cryptocurrency, and inside the real world, you have investing, DeFi, and trading. I joined the trading campus with Prof. Michael, absolute amazing professor, and the structure that he has inside is completely out of this world. Even if you don't want to be a trader, like the boot camp that he sets up and the milestones that you have to complete, you'll just like 1 month inside the boot camp, you'll come out as consistent as you want to be. So I'm doing that on the side as well, just looking at the charts, doing some trades, getting some extra income, and I also have an Airbnb. Yeah, and that makes like roughly like, I don't know, 2,000 a month on
Mhm.
average. I think it would be like, yeah, something between 1.5 to 2K a month. So
Yeah. So
yeah,
many things going
more
on. So
many.
in a few questions, a bit down the line, I'll ask you about time management because that's a lot you're doing. But
Yeah,
first, I want to cover for your business that you're building yourself. Have you gotten clients for that now?
yeah, we have not many clients. I think, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5, but we're focusing on big clients, big deals, and it's like a process that we go through. In the beginning, we are trying to put it out there that we can do the results of. I can give an example from a real estate guy that I'm working with. He's a works with a very big company, and basically what I told him was, look, let's make a performance deal based. Instead of you paying me whatever X, I don't know, $2,000 a month every single month to build your campaigns and structure the ads and do all of those shenanigans. We'll do like, since he's a real estate guy, he's selling a property, let's say 1 million. And if we sell that house, and if that sale comes from a lead that was from our work, you give me a percentage, like a commission from the sale of the house. So that's one. And then from there, I can get that testimonial, get those results, and start building case studies. Or when I go sell to other people, I can say, look, we did this to this guy. And yeah, that's one model that we have. We also have retainers, but to be completely honest, we're structuring and building the business around it, doing a lot of sales calls. And yeah, we could be much bigger. We're a small company for now.
Yeah. Okay. So with everything that you're doing, what are you averaging roughly per month?
All right, so I would say like it's between, on average, it fluctuates, but it's between 50 to 70K a month.
So very substantial.
Very
Uh,
good.
yeah. Then a few questions that arise from here. Let's go with what I was saying earlier. So you were doing four different things. How are you managing your time? And is it something that you've always had? Or back before you joined the real world, was your average day different? Or were you always like this kind of mindset?
Yeah, I wasn't actually. It was very, I was very lazy, and I would start the projects and I would have a lot of motivation and that fire inside to do the projects, whatever it would be. Like, I don't know, I want to build a business, I want to go into a gym and train for 3 years and go have an MMA fight. I want to do whatever. But then I just did for like 1 week, and then I was like doing it half ass, as they say, like not going in or missing 2 weeks and coming back. And but the thing about joining the real world is you get exposed to a different culture, a different mindset. Like if you are someone that realizes how lazy the majority of people and businesses are, you can simply like be above average easily. Like I'm talking about big businesses. I've done deals with big businesses, and the people that run them are lazy. They could do much more, but they don't because they are comfortable, or they come up with excuses. Oh, my competitors will do this, or my clients won't like the so many things in their heads, or the pressure, and we'll run out of clients. Like stuff like this, that I did that as well. But the thing is, this is why I advise every single one that joins the real world, just go inside business campus and go to Top G tutorial, and you will see like Andrew Tate explains it like in, I think it's 100 lessons, how business, how money, how networking, how body language, how everything works. And you'll be amazed. You look at yourself and you say, yeah, I'm lazy. And now I have this learning curve. I have this mountain to build, to hike. And then on top of the mountain, when you reach there, you'll simply look to your back and you have another mountain that's bigger than the one that you climbed already. And you start the climb again. And it really opens your eyes. It really does, because if you go to school, I mean, they're teaching, I don't know, how to build Excel spreadsheets, and we're already doing AI systems that can, I mean, run your business automatically. It's incredible. It's insane. But yeah, that's the main thing. It will open your eyes for a whole new world. Like I didn't have much hope, especially as a man, and we all know that a man's life is very hard, very tough. You got to prove yourself. You got to be competent, diligent. People respect you for it, and you don't have the tools at your disposal if you are not exposed to these kinds of subjects. And if you don't have a good mentor, it's very hard. I'm not saying that you can't, but it will be very hard. So yeah, as regards to time management, it's something I'm still learning. It's something that I'm still adapting to it. I think Luke puts it in a very well said um, phrase, which is, he says something like, you can do everything that other people do, but you got to find what works for you. So if waking up at 4 a.m. is what gets you the most amount of work done, you do that. If if you want to wake up at 10 a.m. but you get that work done as well, just do that. And yeah, that's it for time management. Inside the real world, you have a schedule, you have a task list, which I use every single day, and that will put you in the way, in a good path to have a good time management. And yeah, that's it. Just waking up every single day knowing that you won't be a millionaire from day one, or the next week, or the next month, doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, I joined the real world and I think I didn't make one. Well, I did make a single sell, but for 3 months I was learning like a skill and I didn't make any money. So it's completely normal. And
Yeah.
yeah, just realizing that and just waking up, putting in the work, train, and the results will come.
Yeah. So, with the trajectory you're on, where do you see your life heading? What plans do you have? And goals, plans, whatever, in the short term, medium term, and long term?
Yeah, in the short term, I plan to just work as much as I can. No vacations, no distractions, no nothing like that. I have a girlfriend, so that's pretty much my whole life that distracts myself from, because you know how girls are. They get they need a lot of time management. Not the real world app doesn't have a schedule for girls, so that would be a great idea to implement. But yeah, aside from that, it's just Short and medium term is just working, 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 building the structure from both the businesses and the trading project. And on the long term, I think it would be like having a business that runs itself with minimal intervention. And yeah, I want to build as much as I can to add up to my empire. And I know that like a man's life is only starts at like 30, 35. So yeah, until then it's just working, putting in the work, building relationships, going through the experiences, and basically, yeah, going through some stuff to get some stories out of it. So when you're 35, you have some stories to tell, some experience in your seatbelt, and a lot of connections to start
Yeah.
piling up and scaling everything that you built.
And how old are you now?
I'm 25.
25. Same as
Yeah.
me. All right. Very cool. So I think we can wrap up with a final question then. Actually, no, one more before the final
All right.
question. Because you
Go.
said you have a business with your father. So what do your parents think about everything you're doing?
Yeah. So basically, my father passed away like February this year,
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah, it was very tough because he was like the big G, you know. He built a lot of things. He was respected in the community, and yeah, he built everything for us, provided for us, and yeah, everything I did was basically to show him, to prove him that I'm gonna be that way as well. And yeah, my mom, she's busy with her woman things, and I mean, I think, yeah, I'm sure that she's happy and proud for me. But my end goal is basically to make so much money that when someone, a loved one, has some problem, you come in and solve it. Like I'm sure there's many people watching that have like family members that went through like cancer treatments and I don't know problems of that regard. That if you had the money, they would be taken care of another way, a better way. But yeah, that's a hell of a motivation. And yeah, basically, it's just being the man that comes in and solves everything. Like my phone rings, it's always a problem to solve, and I'm just glad and happy and grateful for that. And I want to build myself in a way that in the future I'll be handling bigger problems.
Got it. Uh, yeah, very sad to hear about your father passing away. But now you'll be the man and you'll take on that role. And you
Yeah,
have the mindset, you have the work ethic, everything to take over. So yeah, it's just with time you will be the man. I guess you technically already are. But
I
yeah,
appreciate that, bro.
so to end off,
I can
since the
also add, apologize for interrupting you. I can also add, like, for those people that are lazy, like I was, I'm gonna, I'm gonna tell you this. Like, my father was in the hospital. I had to be there every single day for months, and I didn't miss one GM in the Real World app, which we are all told to do. The day my father passed away, 10th of February, I was there with him, holding on to his hands, and he died in front of me. And 4 hours after it, I was saying GM inside the Real World app. So you don't have an excuse. And if you have parents that don't agree or don't support you on this journey, it doesn't matter because they are right regardless. If you don't prove them like that you are doing something good, something better, something bigger, of course they will tell you not to do it. There's so many bullshit things out there, so many bullshit courses, so many things that don't matter. The only thing they have hope is in the school system, which they themselves don't know what it really is. And you just got to prove them. Like, start working, don't tell them anything, go to a part-time job, get $50 a month, that's it, that's all you need, and then start building the results. Go up to your parents and tell them, look, this is what I've done, and they'll tell you, like, I'm proud of you, keep going. Because I see a lot of people saying this inside the real world and on Twitter, like, oh, my parents don't support me, I don't think I will be able to continue. Like, of course they won't support you if you don't, especially as a man. Like, we are very dumb when we are young. And of course they see you like failing over and over again and telling them, like, yeah, I'm going to start this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, and then you don't do anything. Well, it's normal because they are worried for you. So instead of going up to them trying to sales pitch them into buying you the real world app, just go out there, make $50 a month, join the real world, and start working. Only when you have the results, go up to them. Look, mom and dad, I did this. This is what I do. What do you think about it? They'll say, I'm proud of you, or they'll say, don't do it. And you just keep doing it. Doesn't matter.
Mhm. And then on that note, what advice do you have to people who are unsure about joining? Because maybe they've seen some reviews online and they're
Yeah.
thinking, what if I get scammed for $50? What do you say to them?
Yeah, it's the greatest scam I ever entered. And look, I'm gonna tell you this on a serious note. Like, if you don't join the real world, what what is the other option out there? You go to school, you get in debt, you get a degree, and then you go work a 9 to 5. You will maybe get a promotion, and you have to pay taxes. Inflation is going to come up to you, going to erase all of your earnings. Everyone is going to come up to you and say, yeah, my job is bad as well. I have friends that are engineers and doctors. They went to school for 6 7 years, and they get like half of what I get. And I didn't go to, I mean, I went to university, but I dropped out. But the thing is, the other option is not a paradise, not good. It's just getting in debt and getting a degree, which everyone has. Like your neighbor outside that's lazy has a degree, and he will earn as much as you. Inside the real world, you have many options. Even if you don't want to have a business, you can do trading. If you don't want to do trading, you can build a business. You can have a career for being a salesman on commission. You earn a lot of money doing that. And not only this, the part of the money, just being learning how to be an individual that will come up, that will show up and have value to offer to others. Like, the relationship I had with my parents was just better and better and better because I joined the real world. You learn things inside that will change your perspective, and you will have a brotherhood, which is very important. Like, I also hear a lot of people say, like, "Oh, my friends are lazy; they don't think about money." I I go with them, and they just want to speak about video games and stuff like this. And I mean, it's our fault. If you join the real world, you have a brotherhood, a community that is working towards the same goal as you. And that's very, very important to have. It's very hard to get that in the real world, the normal world.
Yep.
Inside the real world, I mean, how many are we, like 300K, something like that, maybe more?
Mhm.
Yeah, imagine having that on your side, working every single day towards that goal. You're missing out. We'll see you inside.
Yeah, well said. And now, for people who want to find out more about you or contact you, where can they do so?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. It's Paulo Pestana. I think the ad it's PJGP underscore fit. It's from a past project.
Mhm.
But also you can find me at acamarketingautomation.com. We do marketing and automation, artificial intelligence. And yeah, inside the real world, I'm Paulo Pestana. Just message me. I answer all the DMs on Twitter as well. And yeah, I really like to help people because I was in the same places them, and it it it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. I think I'm prepared. I'm preparing myself to be a parent, a dad. So that's the feeling, I guess. Very cool. Feel free.
So yeah, we'll add those to description of the video. And yeah, Paulo, doing very well for yourself at 25 years old. Basically, four different things: managing your time well, building everything up, becoming a man, to make your father proud as he's looking down on you or wherever you believe. Um,
Exactly.
been great listening to your story. Thank you for sharing it, and I wish you all the best for future.
Thank you so much, brother. Guys, make sure to go to Rocca's profile, or I don't know where you are, Rocca's, but this guy needs a huge shout out. He's been doing these interviews since the beginning. I've watched them all, and it's the best job you can have. Just listening to success stories, being there every single day with his suit on. It's just a G. So make sure you shout him out. All right.